dope, you know. So, it was good sparring. It was very good experience for me.
You don't have to pick a winner, but just who would you lean toward in that fight? I mean, you would know. Who would you lean towards?
Him, the way we focused on him.
The bigger guys training for this, how's that felt?
You said
Sparring the bigger guys.
After falling short against Canelo in 3 attempts, has now set his sights on helping Terence Crawford do what he couldn't beat Canelo in just 1 fight. Terence Crawford wasted no time getting back to work, resuming training camp immediately after wrapping up the press conference tour, just 2 days into camp.
When you reflect on your career and all the victories you've achieved, is there one particular fight for both of you that stands out as the most meaningful and you said, damn, I did that with pride?
I would say for me, the most meaningful fight for me was becoming a world champion. But in the fans' eyes, my biggest moment was against Errol Spence.
For me, I have many, but I think with Triple G is one of my big.
He received a surprise visit from Canelo Alvarez is no easy feat only to fighters have ever done. It and now aiming to help Crawford become the third. Known for his devastating power, that very element during his time with Crawford, sharing key techniques to help enhance punching power ahead of the September showdown. Crawford, sharing insights about subtle vulnerabilities and style flaws that only become apparent once you've actually faced him in the ring. Terence Crawford, with an undefeated record across 41 fights.
So Jake Paul's in town, you guys gonna get dinner?
I don't think so.
Maybe next time.
Canelo, can you fill in the blank for me? Triple G is blank.
Huh?
Can you fill in the blank? Triple G is blank.
Knows better than to gamble his legacy without doing his homework, to leave nothing to chance. He's been reaching out to those who've already gone toe-to-toe just a few months ago. Crawford was also spotted training alongside another former, further proving he's leaving no stone unturned in preparation for the challenge ahead. Now, Terence Crawford has turned to guidance even though Canelo Alvarez defeated the Kazakh.
I mean, you don't have to give details. I know you guys are competitive, but what was that sparring like on, fight fans want to know?
It was dope. It was dope. And I appreciate Drake for even, giving me the opportunity to step in the ring with him. I can say that.
Power puncher in 2 of their 3 encounters. It's a bold move, but one that speaks to Crawford's thorough preparation and understanding of what it takes to dismantle a fighter. Like official record against many fans and analysts still argue that the trilogy's first chapter was unfairly judged, a controversial moment in boxing history that continues to spark debate. Terence Crawford was one of the most highly anticipated middleweight clashes in recent memory.
Во мне вот эта вот страсть к боксу еще пока не остыла. В данный момент у меня 3 пояса в 160, мне надо решать свои вопросы. Я думаю, даже скажу, может быть, немножко громко, я неплохо себя чувствовал, и если вы видели, я, в принципе, даже...
For his iron chin, relentless pressure, and punching power, took the fight to Canelo early and often, over the course of 12 rounds. Triple Terence Crawford 10 of them, maintaining superior activity and ring control. Yet, when the final bell rang, the judges declared the bout a split draw result that stunned much of the boxing. Terence Crawford had done enough to earn the victory. But the scorecards told a different story, most notably the infamous 118-110 card in favor of Canelo, which drew immediate backlash. Terence Crawford set the tone for a rivalry fueled by respect, resentment, and a shared desire to be recognized as the best. In the rematch a year later, Canelo altered his game plan, choosing to fight more aggressively and meeting Golovkin in the center of the ring, rather than boxing on the back foot. The shift in tactics paid off, as Canelo earned a narrow majority decision win. Then, in the final chapter of their trilogy, Canelo once again walked away with the victory.
Люди заслуживают такие бои, их надо.
I believe that boxing fans will win, definitely, and promoters too. Though fights like this need to.
Though many agreed that by then, Golovkin's best years were behind him. Despite those losses, Golovkin remains one of the few fighters who genuinely pushed Canelo to his limits. That experience is invaluable to someone like Terence Crawford, who is aiming to do what Triple G could not beat Canelo, and do it in just one attempt. By bringing Golovkin into his camp, Crawford gains a first-hand perspective on what it's.
Даже не пропускал и не устал. То есть я показал, что есть силы, чему я очень рад. Где бы я бы ни находился, я, конечно, буду думать о том, как.
Like to share the ring with the Mexican superstar, and more importantly, he gets insight into Canelo's subtle weaknesses, flaws that may not be visible to the naked eye, but which a seasoned veteran like Golovkin can easily spot. Crawford's decision to consult Golovkin shows how seriously he's approaching this challenge. He's not just relying on his undefeated record or his technical brilliance. Instead, he's studying Canelo from every angle, even turning to the very men who have already tried and failed. A few months ago, Crawford was seen training alongside Floyd Mayweather, another elite boxer who managed to outclass a young Canelo back in 2013.
Pocos huevos.
Small balls.
While Mayweather's style differs drastically from Golovkin's, the strategic insights from both men paint a broader picture of how to beat Canelo, whether it's by frustrating him with movement and defense or pressuring him with power and volume. This multifaceted approach could be the key for Crawford. He's aware of the risks. An undefeated record spanning 41 fights is no small feat, and stepping up to challenge the undisputed super middleweight champion is a move that comes with enormous stakes. But Crawford isn't making this leap blindly. He's consulting history, studying tape, and learning directly from those who've tested Canelo's resolve in the ring. Golovkin's presence in the camp also reinforces a deeper narrative, one of
You know, we know he's capable of a lot of things, but you know, we're not gonna overlook anything, and that's why we prepare the way we prepare.
Legacy. Triple G never got the satisfaction of a clear win over Canelo despite giving him 3 of the hardest fights of his career. Now, he has the opportunity to pass that unfinished business onto Crawford, who has the skills, discipline, and mindset to finish what Golovkin started. As the fight in September draws closer, Crawford continues to prepare with laser-like focus.
It's a ridiculous fight myself. I think that Crawford is too small. Canelo is, in my opinion, the face of boxing right now. I think that look at his resume. I think it's a good fight for a little while. Crawford's hand speed will, just like when Golovkin fought Kell Brook, the hand speed was evident at the beginning of the fight. But as the fight goes on, Canelo's going to start pounding on him, and I think that the fight ends somewhere between the 9th and 12th.
Focus. He understands that Canelo is not just a power puncher or a skilled technician. He's a complete fighter with experience, patience, and grit. But Crawford is determined to be the third man to hand Canelo a loss. And with guidance from legends like Golovkin and Mayweather, he's stacking every advantage he can get.
You really think because of the size difference, he can stop Crawford?
Well, absolutely. Absolutely. I think that anything Canelo hits him with is going to hurt him. He won't be able to catch him early because, like I said, the speed and the foot speed and the hand speed. And Crawford's a heck of a fighter at his own weight. 54, when he fought Madrimov in his last fight, showed us that he can't really, the weight makes a difference. I don't care how much weight he gains and how much he does to try to get up to that level. 168 is going to make it.
What's been going on, Terrence? Talk to us for a little bit.
I got somewhere to go, man.
Yeah. Can we follow you for just the time being?
Hey guys, you guys are supposed to do interviews over there.
Yep.
Don't talk to him.
Mario, don't I got an interview with you?
They haven't told me that. I would love to have an interview. I haven't had an interview with you, a proper interview, in a year and a half.
What's up, man? What you
What's
got?
up, bro?
Don't get the cold, man.
Yeah.
A sport where small details can decide the outcome of a fight, Crawford's alliance with Golovkin could prove to be the edge he needs. The chess match is already underway, and Crawford, ever the strategist, is playing to win.
Your move up to 154, how much stronger are you feeling? How much better are you feeling at 54?
I feel great. I feel strong. I feel motivated. You know, I'm just
ready to go out here and do my thing.
Yeah. Tell us about that back and forth with Eddie.
Oh, Eddie.
Yeah, you look a little heated there.
I ain't heated.
No?
Eddie just be throwing rocks and just saying anything that comes to his mind to make himself sound, I don't know.
Terence Crawford wasted no time getting back to work, resuming training camp immediately after wrapping up the press conference tour. Just 2 days into camp, he received a surprise visit from Canelo Alvarez, is no easy feat only to fighters have ever done. It is now aiming to help Crawford become the third. Known for his devastating power,
The one thing about Crawford is he got guts. Them bums ain't have no guts. Them bums didn't want to win. Crawford want to win. That's it. It ain't about no belt. It ain't about nothing. You didn't sign the contract. We want to win, and he want to be the best, and he is the best. So that's what's going to be the difference. You know, Crawford got guts. He got a fighting spirit. So when you see Crawford, he going to go in there and get busy with Canelo. Don't you even doubt that. You understand? You ain't never seen Crawford stay on the back foot in no fight in his life. You understand? He the type of guy to go get you. So expect him to go get him. We going to do everything we can.
That very element during his time with Crawford, sharing key techniques to help enhance punching power ahead of the September showdown. Crawford sharing insights about subtle vulnerabilities and style flaws that only become apparent once you've actually faced him.
Thing you can expect is Crawford is gonna step to him, because you can't beat Canelo going on the back foot forever. You got to go get him. You got to do something, and he better know Crawford is coming.
And when he gets on the inside with Canelo, do you feel he's got the power to hurt and stop him?
Definitely got the power, and he got the speed to counter punch, to his defense, to catch punches, to counter punches, and to let his hands go. Crawford got the speed and
in the ring, Terence Crawford, with an undefeated record across 41 fights, knows better than to gamble his legacy without doing his homework, to leave nothing to chance. He's been reaching out to those who've already gone toe-to-toe just a few months ago. Crawford was also spotted training alongside another former, further proving he's leaving no stone unturned in preparation for the challenge ahead. Now,
been beating up big dudes all my life.
Cause they underestimate y'all, bud.
It's just, even if they didn't, I'm gonna beat you up. You know, I can fight.
Right.
You know, so if you watch, like, all these dudes bigger than me.
Yeah.
You know, like, I don't care, but I'm gonna find a way to win, no matter what.
In September, are you gonna pull this? I shook up the world. I told you. I told you. I told.
Terence Crawford has turned to guidance even though Canelo Alvarez defeated the Kazakh power puncher in 2 of their 3 encounters. It's a bold move, but one that speaks to Crawford's thorough preparation and understanding of what it takes to dismantle a fighter. Like official record against many fans and analysts still argue